Hi YouTube. Okay, so this video is going to be about the long-awaited cauldron magic. Ew. Of course, I'm sure just about everybody, I apologize. I'm sure everyone who practices in the craft has some sort of cauldron or container that they use as a cauldron. Bear with me. Ziggy, enough. Shh. So I'm sure that everybody has something like a cauldron that they use, and sadly, after going through a lot of YouTube videos, I noticed that most of them are used for incense burners, and that's it. But they have several other uses that you can use them for, and I was just completing a spell, and I wanted to share with you a few things about the cauldron. So let me get you turned around here, and I'm hoping that I'll get you focused in right, so bear with me. Okay, so this is my cauldron, and it's pretty good size. Let's see. There we go. That's a little better. This is my cauldron. It's plenty big enough for me to do what I need to do with it. This was a gift from my mother. And yes, I did used to use one that was much smaller, but some of the things that we use a cauldron for, like I said, it's going to be incense burning. And people will typically take an incense stick, like this one, bear with me, and put in the bottom of it something like, well, I use brick sand when I use it for support. I also use brick powder, which is what is in back here. And then you put the stick standing upright in the cauldron and use it as your incense burner. You can also put cones in it, I guess. I don't usually use my cauldron for something like that because I have so many incense burners. I don't usually use it for that. So another thing that people use cauldrons for is not just stick incense or cone incense, but they also will put a charcoal disc down in it. Those are charcoal discs. And then you can burn herbs, make your own loose incense and burn herbs. Again, that's incense burning. What I primarily use my cauldron for, though, is craft work. Recently, a close friend of mine lost her father, and I can just imagine that it's very troubling for her. I lost mine as well a few years ago, and it's not an easy thing to go through. So I decided to try to do a little bit of a spell along with a candle for her. And in here, although I'm not going to show you the actual spell, I can tell you what I did was it involved a few herbs, and you would drop your herbs in as you are making your intention. But the one thing that I do that may be a little bit different than others, and I'll show you, is I do have, like I said, I have my brick dirt in there, or sand, and I also have a burning charcoal disc, not for incense. Once I have casted my herbs in here and I have said my piece, my intent, my reasoning for this calling, one of the things that you can do is, of course, everyone knows that fire causes a spell to work a lot faster. So, that right there would have boosted the spell that I just did. Now, for those of you who didn't catch it, I will do this one more time. At the end of my spell, and that boosts your spell. Now, for those of you who want to know what that was, it's called chasing powder, otherwise known as Vesta powder. And it's a simple white powder that you want to keep away from a flame. Of course, if you were to get this near a flame, it would explode. And it only takes a little bit for each casting. And of course, this is only intended for fire magic. When you want something to move along faster, fire and the smoke carries your spell and your intention to where you're wanting it to go a lot faster than it just burning in there and simmering, basically. Another thing that you can do with your cauldron, but you have to be very careful because a cauldron is cast iron for the most part, is you can do water spells as well, but you want to always clean out your cauldron right after a water spell, and you want to oil it down. For those of you who need to know how to clean a cast iron cauldron, you need to scrub it out real good, and it does sometimes have a bit of a red tint to it, if you can see that. It will rust, so you want to scrub it out really good, and then you want to wipe it down completely with Crisco lard, not a basic oil. You don't want to use like vegetable oil or canola oil or something like that. You want to use lard, that, you know, the white hard stuff for the younger kids out there. You want to wipe it down completely and turn it upside down and put it in the oven on about 350 degrees, 350 to 400 degrees, until it's extremely, extremely hot. And that can take about an hour. So then you pull it out and be very careful because these things hold heat like you would not believe. You want to pull it out, let it cool, and then it is cured and it's ready for you to use again. Now, if I don't have anything in mine, I do store a paper towel in with it. So, I'm pretty sure that that covers a lot of cauldron magic. I don't have an actual spell to show you, simply because my spell work in my cauldron is very difficult to demonstrate without doing an actual spell, and I don't do actual spells on video. So, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Put a comment down below. Ask me any questions. I'm more than happy to help out those of you who I can, and if I don't know the answer, I will be sure to get with my sisters and see if I can't find out somebody who does have the answer for you. Other than that, that's your cauldron magic video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're having an awesome day. I guess we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.